Welcome to another RSR. Tonight, we're predicting the NFL 2024-25 season. Starts on Thursday. Thank Isaiah for giving the super chat that led to this. But we're using StreamYard. We're using it as a stream because, well, one, that's what he paid for. Second of all, I have the NFL playoff predictions site that I will pull up once we get ready to go on the channel. We get ready to go to do the predictions. Give people a couple of minutes to jump on, and we will be going. Tomorrow we'll do Nations League predictions as well. Just to remind on that, we will do the CONCACAF Nations League predictions tomorrow. That is just a video, though. But how we doing, Alex? That will not be a stream. That will not be a stream. That will be straight up a video. But we have those predictions tomorrow. But this, God knows how long this will go. God only knows. It could go 30 minutes. It could go 2 hours. It could go 4 hours. I don't know. What I know is this could be long. This could be short. I don't know. But we will get going. We'll give it about a minute or two for people to get in. Then we'll bring up, start doing the predictions. So here we go. How we doing, Rory? How we doing? So, how we doing? Let's get this one going. Let me bring up, see what we got over here. There we go. Okay, so here's the NFL predictions, the playoff predictions website. How we doing? We have every week. We're doing from week 1 to the Super Bowl. All of the regular season weeks, all of the playoffs. Don't know how long this will take me. What I do know is we're going to have some fun with this. I'll give all my thoughts about each game, or at least the first couple of weeks. I definitely will give more as we go. As we go, probably less thoughts because, well, are you having any surprises? No. But, yeah, there's ads on this page. Just don't mind those. So, I don't think any of these ads should surprise me either. But with that being said, I think 3 minutes is a good place to start. We will start with the kickoff game. Baltimore Ravens versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I think the Kansas City Chiefs will win this game, and we'll go through each conference. So I'm not going to go by day. I'll go by what's in each conference. So AFC, then the interconference, then NFC. But the Chiefs, for me, I think they're better than the Ravens right now. Let's see how good I think the Broncos will do. We'll find out. But for me, I think the Chiefs are the better team of the two. I think, of course, they're coming off a Super Bowl victory. They're playing at Arrowhead. I don't see why the Ravens would win this game. I don't. I think the Chiefs are better as this game goes. They know how to beat the Ravens. They're at home. It's the kickoff game of the season. I don't see why they wouldn't win. Next up, Bengals, Patriots versus the Bengals. In Cincinnati, it's the Bengals. I mean, just because I'm wearing a Patriots jersey doesn't mean I'm delusional. I like Jacoby Brissett. He will be starting the game. He'll be starting the first couple games of the season instead of Drake May or Joe Milton. But there's no way. There is no way the Patriots beat the Bengals. There's no way. There's just none. Jaguars versus the Dolphins. I'm going to go with Jacksonville. I think the Jacksonville Jaguars will beat the Miami Dolphins to start the season. I do think Miami will have a good season. I don't know what you mean. I just started. But for me, I think the Jaguars, I'm going to give them an opening day win, an opening Sunday win over the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins will have a good season. They're not the AFC East team I'm worried about the most. Of course, the Patriots are a non-factor. I know that. I'm not talking about the Patriots there either. But I think the Dolphins, they'll probably start a bit slow. I think Trevor's going to come out with something to prove. I think the Jaguars as a team will come out with something to prove. Jaguars win over the Dolphins on Sunday afternoon. Houston Texans versus Indianapolis Colts. I got the Texans. See, here's the thing about this. The Colts are a okay team. The Texans are great. See, for me, I think the Texans, even on the road, they've got a very good quarterback. They got good wide receivers. They got good defensive players. They got a lot of good everything. I don't see the Colts overcoming that. The Texans win over the Colts on opening Sunday. The Las Vegas Raiders versus the Los Angeles Chargers. I almost called them Oakland and San Diego. I wish they were still there. But for me, I think the Raiders will win opening day. I like what the vibe that team has put out recently. Antonio Pierce is a good coach. They got Gardner Minshew to be the starter for now. I believe that there's going to be an early season, probably overperformance by the Raiders. I'm not saying they'll be good all year, but I definitely think the season will start well for the Las Vegas Raiders under Antonio Pierce. Just like last season ended pretty well under him. I have a feeling. Don't let one good year of football fool you, Ryan. I've watched a lot of football to know anyone's beatable any day. Yeah, but there's differences between frauds and good teams. Like, there's differences. Like the Lions, I think they'll still be good. Like the Bengals, they've been good. Even though they had a really good season, they've been good, especially when Joe Burrow's healthy. Raiders, I didn't say they'd have a good complete season. I just thought they'd start well. Jaguars, I think they'll do better than they did last year. Texans, I think they're for real. But just there's my thought process as we go. Interleague matchups. Titans versus Bears. Dear God, I don't know what I want to do here, but I think I'm going with the Tennessee Titans. Caleb does look good. Out of preseason, Caleb's looked good, but Will Levis has also looked good. But both these teams, the Titans might be better. The Bears, I think, will be better. I think both teams will be better, but honestly, they're still at best mid. I think Tennessee. I really do. I think Tennessee. Tennessee Titans out of that game. I mean, it's a coin flip. And I'll go Tennessee. I do believe in Will Levis. I think he had a really good preseason and his second year. So as it goes. Steelers, the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going with the Pittsburgh Steelers because the Falcons will legitimately suck. I don't care if you got Kirk Cousins. The Falcons will suck. What you did will not work, at least for now. Maybe when Penix Jr. takes over, they'll be better, but I still think the team is trash overall. It's a flimsy team. The Steelers, they got Russell Wilson. They got a really good defense. I think a lot of the Steelers' wins will be based off how good their defense plays, which is honestly what it's been for the past 5 years. But Russell, he won't be a liability. And no, the Steelers have a better defense than the Broncos did the past couple of years. And he can't be worse. So I don't think he'll be a liability. He wasn't really a liability last year either. It was really only 2022, 23 when he was a liability. So whatever, but Steelers win. Cardinals, Bills. I got the Buffalo Bills beating the Arizona Cardinals. Next question. I may think the Bills may have a crap season, but let me tell you, Arizona's a beatable team. They should beat Arizona. With that being said, next game, the Denver Broncos versus the Seattle Seahawks. Drew Lock playing his... Wait, no, he left, didn't he? Is Drew Lock still a Seahawk? I don't know. I know Sam Howell went to the Seahawks. He may be. I don't know. Denver Broncos versus Seattle Seahawks. The Drew Lock derby. Even if he's not either place. I got Denver winning. Geno Smith and Sam Howell. Okay. Yes, I don't know what happened. I'm not even going to look it up. Yeah, Geno Smith. You better put the Cowboys to win. Just wait. But yes, I got the Broncos beating the Seahawks. And Dallas Cowboys over to Cleveland, or versus the Cleveland Browns. I got the Dallas Cowboys winning because I don't know why somebody said pray for the Cowboys. They need to pray week 1. They don't. It's the Browns. It's the Browns. Dak Prescott's better. Dak will single-handedly win that game. Cowboys beat the Browns. 1-0, Dallas Cowboys. Monday night, the Jets, the New York Jets versus the San Francisco 49ers. This is going to be a crazy one, but you know what? Aaron Rodgers beats the 49ers on the road. He does. He does. The Jets will be good this year. The Niners will have a little bit of a Super Bowl slump. Jets win. I didn't say completely. I just said a little bit. The Brazil game. Now to the NFC completely. The Brazil game. Green Bay Packers versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I got the Green Bay Packers. Hey, the Jets have a good defense, and Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers. Oh, besides, by the way, the 49ers, a little bit, the morale of that locker room is about a little bit broken. That's all I'm saying. They're not in cap hell yet, but they're definitely walking down the road of that. Besides, they're bottle jobs anyway. Packers beat the Eagles. Jordan Love is better than Jalen Hurts. Good to know. Packers win. Carolina Panthers versus the New Orleans Saints. I got the New Orleans Saints. Because Carolina sucks. Saints might be in cap hell. They're better than the Panthers, though. New Orleans Saints. Who dat? Simple. Minnesota Vikings versus the New York Giants. I got the Minnesota Vikings. They both suck, but I think the Vikings are just a bit better. The Washington Commanders versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I got Tampa Bay because they should win the NFC South. And Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans. Jaden Daniels, good quarterback. Not as good as Baker. Tampa. The LA Rams. God, that's horrible. It should be St. Louis, but whatever. The LA Rams versus the Detroit Lions at Ford Field, the Stafford Bowl. I got the Detroit Lions beating the LA Rams once again at Ford Field. The Detroit Lions beat the Rams. Because I believe in Detroit. Detroit's for real. That's all I'm saying. The Detroit Lions are for real. The Rams have reloaded a bit, but that defense might be a little bit more shaky without Aaron Donald. Jared Goff is better than Matt Stafford as we speak. Really, it's Puka, Kupp, and Stafford when you're looking at the Rams. Lions. Week 2. Going back to the AFC, we got the Bills versus the Dolphins. I got the Miami Dolphins over the Buffalo Bills because you know what? This is how it starts for the Bills. This is how their horrible season starts to unravel because you know what? I'm going to say it now. I feel like the Buffalo Bills are going to have a disaster of a season. I feel like they've shot themselves in the foot heavily. I really do. I feel like they're going to have a very uncharacteristic, horrible season. They're going to have, and that doesn't mean 2-3 wins. That means more like 7 wins. But still, that's no playoffs for a team that thinks they're going to make the playoffs. I really think they're going to falter this year, the Buffalo Bills. I really do. But I got the Dolphins winning over the Bills. Jets versus Titans. I got the New York Jets beating the Titans. Because if you beat the Niners, you should beat the Titans. Simple. Right? Simple. The Cleveland Browns versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. I got the Jacksonville Jaguars beating the Cleveland Browns. Because they should, frankly. Raiders versus Ravens. I got the Baltimore Ravens. Duh. Steelers versus Broncos. Russell Wilson revenge game. And so it is. Steelers win. Bengals versus Chiefs. I got the Bengals winning. I got the Cincinnati Bengals beating the Kansas City Chiefs. I think Joe Burrow is going to come out and have a comeback player of the year level season plus MVP level season. I think he'll be in the running for both trophies. I think right now Joe Burrow will be in the running for both the MVP and the comeback player of the year. Maybe they'll give the comeback player of the year to a guy who ain't going for the MVP. I don't know. When we get to February, I don't know. But I think Joe Burrow is going to have a really good season. It's not Denver hate. It's the fact that they're a young team. Besides, I gave y'all a win. It's 1-1. If it was hate, I'd make you 0-2. I think you can win the first week. Just let this play out, okay? I don't think that's Denver hate. Just let this play out. If I give you like more than 6 wins, that's not hate. Which I think if I ran the time I ran through it the first, I think I gave you more than 6 wins, but just let this play out. With that being said, AFC v NFC matches. Colts versus Packers. Packers win over the Colts because the Packers got a really good team. They got a really good team. Are you a Packers fan? Wait. Oh. Whatever. Packers beat the Colts. I think that's a good call. Chargers versus Panthers. Los Angeles Chargers. The LA Chargers beat the Panthers. They might be a bit better with Dave Canales, but I still think the Chargers are better off with Harbaugh. Seahawks versus Patriots. I think the Patriots are beating the Seahawks. They're playing at Gillette Stadium. I got to give the Pats a win early. They beat the Seahawks. The Patriots will find a way. I don't know exactly how. I don't know exactly why the Patriots beat Seattle. Don't know. Exactly. But I gave you week 1, so I think he'll do well week 1. I think he's had a really good preseason as well, so it's no hate. At least I didn't think so. Bears versus Texans. Houston. The Houston Texans. Houston Texans beat the Bears. Houston Texans beat the Bears because they should. Texans are so much more talented than the Chicago Bears. Simple. NFC games. 49ers versus Vikings. San Francisco. Saints versus Cowboys. I think I'm going with the Cowboys. Cowboys over Saints. Giants versus Commanders. Washington. The Washington Commanders beat the Giants because, yeah. Tampa versus Detroit. Detroit beats Tampa. Rams versus Cardinals. The LA Rams, the 2 former St. Louis teams. By the way, the Arizona Cardinals used to play at St. Louis as well. Probably. I think. 49ers, not 49ers. Falcons at Eagles. I got the Philadelphia Eagles beating the Falcons. There you go. Week 3. What we got? AFC, there's only 3 conference matchups. All of them are down the middle. Most of them. Patriots, Jets, the Jets. I know, I want to puke, but I have to. I want to puke, but I have to pick it that way. The Jets are actually going to beat the Patriots for once. Oh, my God. Man, I want to puke. For picking that. Ugh. Chargers versus Steelers. I got the Chargers winning. I feel like that game's going to go the Chargers' way. Just a hunch. Jaguars, Bills, Jacksonville wins. Because, again, I think the Bills are going to have a horrible season for their standards. Jacksonville is going to beat the Bills. Conference beat conference. Packers, Titans, Packers. Duh. Texans versus Vikings, I got the Texans. Bears versus Colts, I got the Bears. Broncos versus Bucks, I got the Bucks. Giants versus Browns, I got Cleveland. Dolphins v Seahawks, I got the Dolphins. Panthers versus Raiders, I feel like that's going to be a Panthers win. Just a hunch. Exactly, unless Aaron Rodgers gets hurt. But they're actually going to be good. I can't believe I'm going to have to live this reality. Oh, Lord. It hurts. It hurts. Ravens versus Cowboys, I got the Dallas Cowboys. Chiefs, Falcons, Chiefs. Commanders, Bengals, Bengals. Eagles, Saints. I got the New Orleans Saints. I think the Saints will pull off a win there at the Superdome. Niners, Rams, 49ers. Lions, Cardinals, the Detroit Lions. France. I mean, I want to see Alexi Vega get bodied. Hey, throw him at running back. Throw Alexi Vega at running back. See what happens. Against, I don't know, Matthew Judon, maybe? Willie Gay? Yeah. Chris Jones? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Chris Jones versus Alexi Vega, please. Hail State, baby. Hail State. Chiefs over 49ers in the Super Bowl. Dolphins win the AFC East. Bills and Cowboys choke again. I think you'll be happy with the predictions, at least. At least the regular season portion. The Bud Bowl. Alexi Vega plays the running back in the return of the Bud Bowl. I will accept that because I want the Bud Bowl to come back. Even if he's part of it. I will accept that. Jaguars versus Texans. I got the Houston Texans beating the Jacksonville Jaguars. I got the Steelers beating the Colts in week 4. I got the Jets beating the Broncos. Chiefs beating the Chargers. Raiders beating the Browns. No, actually, I got Cleveland beating Vegas. I do. That's a pick 'em, really. I got the Ravens beating the Bills. I got the Dolphins beating the Titans. Conference v. conference. I got the Bengals beating the Panthers. I got the 49ers beating the Patriots because the Patriots are going to suck this year. I know that for sure. I still think Brissett's starting this game too. So, yeah, that's where we are. Now we're both going to suck. The Broncos and the Pats are both going to suck. At least. Y'all will probably be better by a couple of games, but we're both going to suck. Y'all will probably feel better about it, though, because y'all are looking like you're building with Bo Nix. We are just going to suck, but, you know, also you're more used to it. Cowboys versus Giants, I got the Dallas Cowboys. Packers versus Vikings, I got the Green Bay Packers. Rams versus Bears, the Rams. Bucks over the Eagles. Just a hunch. I still think Sirianni sucks as a coach. Saints over Falcons. Washington over the Cardinals. Lions over Seahawks. That's week 4. This is going quicker than I expected, to be honest. See, that's why I said I didn't know how long it would take. Week 5, we're back We're now in October. Bills versus Texans. I got the Houston Texans. Colts versus Jaguars. I got the Jaguars. Bengals over Ravens. Dolphins over Patriots. Man, that sucks that ESPN isn't on DirecTV. Damn it. I'd love to see that. We'll see what happens over the next 2 days, though, if we get YouTube TV. If we do, that'll be good. Or I don't know. If I pirate it. I don't know. Raiders versus Broncos. I got the Denver Broncos winning that game. Denver wins at home over the Raiders. 2-3 ain't bad. Patriots are on. No, they're not. Oh, yeah, Dolphins. Okay, there you go. Jets versus Vikings. The Jets win. Cleveland over Washington. Cowboys over Steelers. Chiefs over Saints. Duh. Bucks over Falcons. Bears over the Panthers. 49ers over Cardinals. Seahawks over Giants. Rams over Packers. Week 6. So what we got? Week 6. Titans over Colts. Texans over Patriots. Steelers over the Raiders. Broncos over the Chargers at home. Jets over the Bills. Dolphins on the bye. Chiefs on the bye. Rams on the bye. Vikings on the bye, by the way. Jaguars over Bears. Ravens over Commanders. Eagles over Browns. Bengals over Giants. San Francisco over the Seattle Seahawks. Green Bay over Arizona. Bucks over Saints. Lions over Cowboys. Falcons. No. Panthers over Falcons. There you go. Week 7. I guess the deeper we go, it would be stupid to really give much thoughts anyway, because you don't know what injuries will happen. But I thought maybe the first 3 weeks would be more thoughts anyway. Whatever. Jaguars over the Patriots. Dolphins over Colts. Titans over Bills. You know what? I'll give that one to the Bills, actually. Yeah, Bills over Titans. I'll give that to them, actually. Bengals over Cleveland. Jets over Steelers. Saints over, no. Broncos over Saints. Broncos got the win over the Saints. Texans over Packers. Texans over Packers. Rams over Raiders. Chiefs over 49ers. Ravens over Bucks. Chargers over the Cardinals. Good call. Saints still in playoff spot as we speak. Interesting. Okay. We got Lions over Vikings. Seahawks over the Falcons. We got Eagles over the Giants. Panthers over Commanders. I'll go with it. Panthers over Commanders. Week 8. Texans over Colts. There we go. Okay. Ravens over Browns. Jets over Pats. Chiefs over Raiders. I'm going to go with Jags over Packers. Dolphins over Cardinals. Lions over the Titans. Bills over the Seahawks. Saints over Chargers. Broncos over Panthers. Bengals over Eagles. Steelers over Giants. Okay. Rams over Vikings. Bucks over Falcons. Bears over Commanders. Cowboys over 49ers. Week 9. We got Texans over the Jets. I think that's going to be one of the losses for the Jets. Pats over Titans. I think the Patriots will beat the Titans. Barely. Dolphins beat the Bills on the road. I think the Bengals beat the Raiders. Ravens beat the Broncos. Browns beat the Chargers. Colts, Vikings. I think the Vikings beat the Colts. Jaguars over the Eagles. Chiefs over Bucks. Makes sense. Washington over the Giants. Cowboys over the Falcons. Saints over Panthers. Bears over Cardinals. Rams over Seahawks. Lions over Packers. Week 10. Halfway through the season, by the way. I don't know why you're bringing that up, but okay. We got Bengals over Ravens. Chiefs over Broncos. Bills over Colts. Actually, no, Bills over Colts. I'm not even going to be that stupid. Chargers over Titans. Chargers over Titans. Patriots over Bears. Patriots get the win there. Because I can. Fair enough. You do have the right to do that. Steelers over Washington. Jaguars over Vikings. Jets over the Cardinals. Lions over Texans. Dolphins over Rams. Panthers over Giants. Saints over Falcons. San Francisco over the Bucks. And Cowboys over Eagles. I think the Eagles will fall off a bit for sure. They'll probably be the NFC version of the Bills. That makes sense. While we're at it, week 11. Getting closer and closer to Thanksgiving. Dolphins over Raiders. Ravens over Steelers. No. I think the Steelers will win one at home against the Ravens. Bengals over Chargers. Chiefs over Bills. Jets over Colts. Titans over Vikings. Saints over Cleveland. Rams over Patriots. Lions over Jaguars. Broncos over Falcons. Should I? Texans over Cowboys or Cowboys over Texans? Cowboys are at home. I'll give it to the Cowboys. Eagles over the Commanders. Packers over Bears. And San Francisco over the Seahawks. Week 12. I thought this would take longer, to be honest. Steelers over Cleveland. I agree with that. But counterpoint, Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. Counterpoint. Texans over Titans. Dolphins over Pats. Broncos over the Raiders. Hey, I gave the Broncos 6 wins. Ravens, 7 actually. Broncos over Raiders. Oh. I didn't realize I'd have them that bad. Well, there you go. Ravens over the Chargers. Lions over Colts. Kansas City over the Panthers. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? Bears over the Vikings. Bucks over Giants. Cowboys over Washington. Seattle over the Cardinals. Packers over San Francisco. And Rams over Eagles. Week 13. Chiefs over Raiders. Patriots over Colts. 4 wins, damn. Bengals over Steelers. Jaguars over the Texans. Browns over Broncos. Dolphins over Packers. Chargers over Falcons. Jets over Seahawks. Washington over Tennessee. Ravens. 49ers. Lions. Cowboys. Vikings. Saints at home off the bye. Do I? I will. Saints at home off the bye. Sure. Bucks over Panthers. Week 14. I will. I will go there. Saints over Rams. That's going to piss somebody off. I frankly don't care. Jaguars over the Titans. Steelers over the Browns. Dolphins over the Jets. At home. Chiefs over Chargers. Pats are on the bye week 14. Damn. Bucks over Raiders. Rams over Bills. Bengals over Cowboys. Lions over Packers. Vikings over the Falcons. Saints over the Giants. Eagles. Seahawks. San Fran. Week 15. I will go with Texans over Dolphins. The Texans over the Dolphins. Jaguars over the Jets. Bengals over the Titans. Chiefs over Cleveland. Broncos over Colts. Ravens over Giants. Bucks over Chargers. Patriots over Cardinals. Lions over Bills. Eagles over the Steelers. Raiders over the Falcons. 49ers over the Rams. Saints over Washington. Cowboys. over the Panthers. Packers over Seahawks. And Bears over the Vikings. NFC North is pretty tight except for the Lions. Week 16. 2 more weeks after this. Goes to Christmas Eve, by the way. Bengals over Cleveland. Chiefs over Texans. Ravens over Steelers. Titans over the Colts. Pats over the Bills. Broncos over the Chargers. Jaguars over the Raiders. Jets over Rams. Dolphins over 49ers. I got Lions over the Bears. I got Falcons over Giants. I got Eagles over Commanders. Panthers over Cardinals. Seahawks over Vikings. Cowboys over Bucks. Saints over the Packers. Week 17. Chiefs over Steelers. Texans over Ravens. Bengals over Raiders. Broncos. I meant the Broncos. Broncos. I was running through this too quickly. Patriots over the Chargers. Jaguars over Titans. Jets over the Bills. And Dolphins over Cleveland. We got Giants. No. Colts over Giants. Saints over Raiders. Bears over Seahawks. Rams over Cardinals. Washington over the Falcons. Green Bay over the Vikings. Bucks over the Panthers. Cowboys over Eagles. Lions over the 49ers. Week 18. Lol. Week 18. Yep. So, Chargers over Raiders. Chiefs over Broncos. Texans over Titans. Jaguars over Colts. Bengals over Steelers. Ravens over the Browns. Patriots over the Bills. I say Dolphins over the Jets. I say the Dolphins beat the Jets. There you go. But Jets still make the playoffs, though. Rams over the Seahawks. 49ers over the Cardinals. Packers over the Bears. Cowboys over the Commanders. Bucks over the Saints to win the division. Lions over Vikings. Panthers over Falcons. And Eagles over the Giants. There you go. So, the final records of the regular season. In the North, the Cleveland is 5-12, last in the division. Steelers are 9-8, second in the division. Ravens make the playoffs with an 11-6 record. Bengals make the playoffs undefeated, 17-0. AFC West, 2-15 Las Vegas Raiders. Chargers, 6-11. Broncos, 9-8. Which actually ain't that bad, to be honest. It ain't that bad. See, what'd you say about Denver hate? I thought that sounds pretty nice to me. Chiefs, 16-1. They make the playoffs. AFC East, Broncos. The Buffalo Bills, 4-13. I told you they have a horrible season. The Patriots, 8-9, which, I'll accept if that actually happens at this point. 13-4, the New York Jets. The Dolphins, 15-2. They win the division. I agree with Duncan on that. South, the AFC South. Colts 1-16. I don't see them doing too well. Titans 4-13. Texans 13-4. Jaguars 14-2, but they both make the playoffs. The NFC, the North, Vikings 4-12. Bears 7-10. 10-7 Packers, 17-0 Lions. The East, Giants 0-17. Washington 5-12. 8-9 Eagles. They'll probably be the NFC version of the Bills, but a bit better. 15-2 Cowboys. NFC South, Falcons 1-16. 6-11 the Panthers. 12-5 the Saints. Bucks win the division by beating the Saints on the final day, 12-5. The West, the NFC West, Cardinals 0-17, 5-12 Seahawks, Rams 11-6, 49ers 11-6. They win by winning on the last day. Wild card round into the playoffs. The AFC, I got the Texans over the Jaguars. I got the Dolphins. I got the Dolphins over. I don't know. You only got to wait a couple of days. I got Dolphins over Jets. I got the Chiefs over Baltimore. NFC, I got the 49ers over Saints. They're not winning. I want them to, but they're not. You know what? I think Baker Mayfield will beat the LA Rams. I do. Cowboys over Packers. Divisional round. Chiefs over Dolphins. Bengals over the Texans. Cowboys over the Bucks. Lions over San Francisco. Cincinnati over Kansas City. Detroit over Dallas. And I got Cincinnati over the Detroit Lions. Cincinnati Bengals will win the Super Bowl in my book. If you ask me today, I got Cincinnati going to the Super Bowl. I got two undefeated teams making the Super Bowl. And the Bengals are the ones who go 20-0. The Lions come up one game short. But you know what? Better than last year. Better than most of their existence. Cleveland finishes 5-12. Cincinnati. The Cincinnati Bengals win the Super Bowl. Joe Burrow makes it back. MVP year. Comeback player of the year. And a Super Bowl champion. 20-0. With that being said, if you like this stream, this RSR, this video, if you liked it, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once you subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlist. Share us with friends and family. All that great stuff. I do not endorse any of the ads that showed up at the bottom of the module. Just being clear. Those ads are no endorsement. Those are what were served to me through the browser. So no endorsement, by the way. Just to be clear. No endorsement for anything. Just to be clear. But with that being said, I'll see you tomorrow for my CONCACAF Nations League predictions. I'll be doing that off a card and reading those off a card during a regular video. So with that being said, I'll see you tomorrow. There you go. I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace. See you later.